What's up guys, Gemma here and back again for another video, and I have something really cool to show you today. In my hand is a Game Boy cart, and I'm going to tell you a story, then we're going to dive over to the iMac and we're going to look at exactly why this is an incredibly rare Game Boy game, and I found it by pure accident, and it is because of somebody in this video that said to me, oh, you have something so rare, and I didn't even realise. But there's quite a cool story behind it, because this apparently goes cart only for upwards of 150 quid on eBay, unboxed. Now it is Spud's adventure on the original Game Boy. It is actually quite a fun game, quite a tricky game, and I'd never played it until this person said to me, Gemma, it's rare. Prompted me to try it out on the original Game Boy. I've tried it on the Retron as well. Really fun, and there's various levels of the tower, and you've got to kind of meander through these maze-like levels, defeating other vegetable enemies. There are some RPG elements, you know, you can kind of level up when you get to a certain point set, and it's just, I actually really like it. I actually really like it. And rather than me stand here and tell you why it's rare, we're going to actually take a look at various sources online just to give us a little bit more information together. Now, how did I come across this? This was found by pure accident. A couple of years ago, probably back end of 2014, Jess and I drove up to Stockport. On Gumtree, there was this huge haul of random games. There was like a couple of Game Gear games, there was a load of Game Boy stuff, you know, like Game Boy printer, old PS1 games, 150 quid for the lot. Literally, you know, if you'd start in a car boot, this was the kind of thing you would go and buy. Didn't think anything of it till I did this video. This was in that pile of games for 150 quid. This chap sold them on, I think, yeah, like I said, through Gumtree. This game alone is probably worth more than the entire bundle that we paid. It's like pretty insane stuff. Now, I'm not egging to sell it. I'm not doing that in the slightest. So please don't contact me and ask me to buy it, because it isn't for sale. According to Wikipedia, it was only released in Japan and North America. So here in PAL regions, I would imagine this is even more elusive, like even more elusive. So it's very rare. It goes in for insane, like thousands boxed. Don't know, like I would never ever pay thousands like for this game box. I won't even pay it like 150 quid for it unboxed, but some people would. So let's dive over to the iMac. Let's look at various sources. Let's get a little bit more information about this, and we'll come back, guys, and we will conclude. But before we go, if you have this, go to your collections now. Spud's Adventure. There have already been additional stuff on B-roll. Spud's Adventure. Go and check your Game Boy collections. Go check your attic. Go and ask your friends. You could have this in your collection. If you have it, let me know. If you have it boxed, tag me on Twitter just for fun at Juicy Game Reviews right here. Make sure it definitely is your picture. Like put your tag in it so we know it's not a rip-off. But let me know, guys, and if you've played it also, smash them comments below and let me know what you think. Alright guys, so here we are, kicking it off with Eurogamer.net, a guide to gaming's most valuable treasures. So there's quite a lot of text in this article, so I did a search on the phrase, the game Spud's Adventure, and here it is right here, guys. There's a lot of information, and I think that price tag is probably going to be the boxed complete version. But nonetheless, it does give a really good idea as just to how rare and how crazy some people can be to pay this kind of price for a video game. Now, moving on, guys, I'm going to show you a different source right here. So we got the 10 most expensive and valuable handheld games of all time. So this is ranked in the top 10 according to this source. Now, there were two games within this series, Amazing Tater and Spud's Adventure on the Game Boy, going up to £350. And it does say here that it actually bombed at retail, meaning that these particular games were in perilously short supply, hence just, I guess, kind of how rare it is today. Prices, again, between these sites do vary, as you guys can see here, like £60 to £100 on eBay. I believe Spud's Adventure only got a Japanese and a North American release, so I guess in PAL regions it is even more rare. And again, at number 25 most expensive video games. So
I didn't realise just how rare and how like intriguing this game was for me. It's probably the most rarest game I own, and again, it is not for sale. This is not a ploy to try and sell it. I just want to bring you guys some different, I guess, the different sides to my collection. Now, again, just kind of a little bit more information here, kind of Spud's Adventure. It was part of a series, like I said, between Amazing Tater and Spud's Adventure, and I'm just pointing out there the kind of oval Nintendo logo means it is NTSC. I believe the circle distinguishes PAL, so that is something to look at if you guys didn't know. And again, just flicking right back up to the top of this, the most valuable Game Boy cartridges to die for hardcore collectors, I guess. Now, I don't own any of the others on here, but again, coming down, this is the second kind of Amazing Tater, as well as, like it says here, another in its series is Spud's Adventure, also very rare. Amazing Tater is currently selling for between 293 quid. Do I own any of them? Yeah, I do. I own Spud's Adventure. So yeah, quite a decent, really decent find. Thank you to the person that pointed it out to me in that the Game Boy collection video. I'm really grateful. And then finally, this is actually quite a good source right here, giving you maybe a little bit more information and a rarity star rater, which I actually find really useful. Just keep an eye out, you know, go and check your collections and see if you've got anything else in here. Super awesome. And again, price difference, $90 to kind of $700. Massive fluctuations in price between the websites, but nonetheless, it's rare. We know that's pretty kind of obvious. But now, guys, let's draw some final conclusions.
So there we go. Apparently it bombed. It completely bombed out when it was originally for sale. So it was taken off shelves. There's not many in circulation, hence its rarity. Absolutely stoked to have this. I really love little things in the collection like this, and I think they're definitely worthy of their own video, because when things like this pop up in the wild, and especially when they're found by accident, like the story I told you in the beginning, just buying it in this random bundle, it makes it that little bit more special. So there we go, guys. Spud's Adventure. I'll put it back in the unboxed games of my Game Boy stuff over there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. Call of Duty World War II's out. I'm going to be playing that this weekend. Hope to see some of you on stream, and I'm also going to be picking up some Doom 2 on stream again. We're on level 18 at the minute, no, level 17. I got stuck at the end, but now I know how to get to the exit, so we're going to be picking that up. So thank you for supporting my content, guys. Please hit subscribe and like, and if you're cool enough, then just, you know, share it out there into the wild somewhere far beyond your house, if that's cool. But nonetheless, guys, thank you very much for watching. My name's Gemma. Have a beautiful day. Take care. See you soon.